These days a lot of people are talking about vegetarianism, especially when you have such high-profile people like Carrie-Anne Moss of The Matrix, Russell Brand, the famous comedian, and even the Master of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne, who are all vegetarians and proud of it. From an economical, an ecological, and a health point of view, vegetarianism just makes a lot of rational sense. Every country these days is looking at ways of reducing their carbon footprint, and the best way you can reduce your carbon footprint is to live a vegetarian lifestyle. From the point of view in terms of economy, as well as in terms of production costs, living a meat-based diet just doesn't make any rational sense. The ratio of water needed to produce 1 acre of grain to produce the same amount of meat is 10 to 1. And the amount of grain needed to produce the same amount of meat ranges anywhere from 10 to 1 again, or 30 to 1. And I don't need to be an economics major to tell you that that just doesn't make any sense. So from an economical point of view, and even from the point of view of your own pocket, it's actually much cheaper to live a vegetarian lifestyle. But not only that, animals are also people too. This was a statement I heard in high school when I saw one girl come to school wearing a t-shirt that said the same thing. And I thought about this. What does that actually mean? Well, if I cut you with a knife, do you not bleed? Does it not hurt? And the same can be said for any animal. If you prick them with a needle, they're going to get upset. It's because they have a highly developed nervous system, much the same as a human's. And not only that, the meat industry is also responsible for so much cruelty. Chickens have their beaks cut off, they also have their wings plucked. Cows are pumped full of so much steroids and antibiotics that they actually become obese and can't even stand up anymore. And even in some cases, young calves are kept in the dark and fed on an unnatural diet just so that their meat is kept to such a kind of consistency that it sells more for other people. So before it comes to your freezer or even your frying pan, so many things have happened to this meat. It's not just something red that comes in a plastic box. It was actually somebody, a living being before that. And as people who are interested in practicing spiritual life, we understand that compassion is actually the first step towards living a virtuous and spiritual life. The old saying is, you are what you eat. And rishis and sages from India understood that what you put in here affects what's going on up here. If we're trying to practice compassion, how can we possibly live off the death of another living being? Some people have even suggested that eating meat can actually even lead to violence amongst humans because we start to devalue the nature of existence. So from a spiritual point of view, living a meat-based diet is actually anathema. It doesn't make any sense. So yes, it can be quite a shock to the system when you start talking to your friends about becoming a vegetarian. But no, you're not going to become anemic, you're not going to become anorexic, and you're not going to look like Kate Moss. If you approach things in an intelligent and well-balanced manner, you can live not only a healthy, well-balanced life, but your day can be opened up to so many new taste explosions. If you get together with other vegetarians and learn how to shop and so on and so forth, it can make your day more interesting, and it means that every meal that you have can be a new adventure. So in these ways, from an economical point of view, a spiritual point of view, and also a health point of view, being a vegetarian just makes so much more rational sense. So why not think about becoming a vegetarian today?